today, in my workshop, we put emphasis, the most important thing is relation. Okay? Because it starts with relation, we said today. Now, I want to start, and you have 1 minute to think. Who was my teacher in my secondary school? Who was my best teacher in the secondary school? And why? Please understand? Here we go. Quick. Your teacher. Why?
He had an alternative method.
Thank you. Your teacher.
First teacher.
Your teacher that you like very much and remember from your school. The name? What did he give? What kind of lesson? And why was he the best teacher? Why? It was a woman. She understands that. Thank you. Your teacher.
My teacher was a teacher of physics.
Man, woman.
And Papanos was his name. And I loved him because he started his classes story by telling us jokes, so we were very relaxed. And then he gave us an assignment and said, if you are not good after this, that means you are stupid. And we did our best to be the best.
What was he? A man from the content or a man of the process? The teacher. You remember now.
I think biology, because was a scientist, teacher, very, very good teacher.
Quality teacher.
Yes, and very respectful with his students.
Jan, your teacher, you remember?
Nettie.
Nettie was a woman. What did she do?
She gave me extra lessons for learning.
Your teacher.
Mathematics teacher.
The name?
Ines Archer. Extra lessons.
For you the same. Passion, motivation, health. Remember? I come back to the others. But first, of course,
beautiful stories, and I could dream away with them. I was more in the story than in the lesson.
More in the story than in history, maybe?
Yeah, it was history, so I get the history as a present.
You see what education is about? About people, there's a name, there's a memory, and there's not content, I think, but there's more words like passion, emphasis, help, dreaming, a lot of words. I come back to the others. Don't be afraid. Okay, this is a concept. And it's called I Teach You. Well, why am I here? Why was I invited by Hanneke and her staff? I was invited because I teach you. It's a concept that is related to the 3 R's. It's for free. It's a present. If you talk about relation, I will talk about eye-clips, and we will make one together today. Second, the relevance is eye-clips, teach-clips, and you-clips. I will show you. And the last one, rigor, is the teach-clips and the you-clips. So we have a strong connection. The concept of I teach you, that you can use in your own country. So it's a concept that you quickly can take with you home. It's not a concept like I want to show you. It's like you love, you like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you can use it. If you don't like it, it's okay. It's extra. And here, this is too much words. These are the 3 clips. I clip is a clip about 15 minutes, or maybe less, and it's the student is very interesting, and mostly are. Sometimes an interview takes 30 minutes, and I didn't take them with me because I want to protect the students. I have 2 clips with me, but I have hundreds of clips. I never show to other people because when you have a strong relation in your contact with the camera, most children get open. Start to talk about their life, their dreams, they are in love, they are doing work, responsibility, and sometimes it's vulnerable, sometimes you don't want to show other people. So you have to be careful with the eye clips. It's a treasure, it's gold for you and students. So you make a clip of a real situation. You say, get an architect, come here, my friend. You make a picture of me. I make a good way to show how the egg goes. Okay, but it's in your kitchen, and in a very Turkish particular Urdu kitchen. Don't go to Ankara. So if you make a teach film, make it really in the competences of where they do their work. Don't do it somewhere else. If I make a clip, teach clip in Holland, in the north, I show it in the south, the children laugh. Because the language in the north is different than the south. And then you irritate it. It's not our kitchen, it's not our egg. You understand me? So the teach clip is short clip. And the last one, I like that one, is all the students have a mobile phone. Where somebody has a mobile phone? I know. If it is in the pocket, it is in the pocket. Children can make SMS in their pocket. Did you know that? They're very fast. Very smart.
You can make more in the pocket.
There's gold in the pocket because after the teach clip, we ask students in the kitchen from each other to make a new clip of you baking egg. You were a student there, and I said, you can do it. I said, come on, make a picture or a clip. That's you clip. So, okay, he's making a clip. So, you clip is easy. The teach clip you have to do it in advance, and the I clip you make in advance. I'll show you. This is basic. You understand? I teach you.
Clip is in the classroom.
No, you clip is what the student makes to prove that he knows the teach clip, and the teach clip is instruction film.
Okay.
Teach is instruction, not in the book, but in a clip. And you is the assignment that the student shows you, proves you with the same camera. The proof.
Of the evidence. And I clip is
You always start, who am I?
okay. And then you clip yourself.
No, I will show you. We do a workshop. We're going to work today to show how we make it. We're going to make it too exciting. So who wants to make a clip from another to ask about talents? We do it in your own language or English. You can choose. No problem. We can talk about it. Yeah?
Teacher makes the teacher.
Yes, the teacher, or the best thing is to use somebody who doesn't know the student is 100%. Sometimes it's better if Hanneke is in the school or an advisor comes in knows she's stupid,
Yeah.
and she's more fresh. She's more open to us. Why? She knows too much about family and background. So yes, the teacher does, but the best thing is to do a co-teacher.
But not subject to
No, I think it's really a pedagogical thing. I'm going to show you in some minutes how you make a good pedagogical. Okay, now we have Diana, she's 20. And I made it clear with her, I said this for this purpose. It's an example. And I said, is it okay if I show you movies? She said it's okay. What's happening? Did you hear? I asked her where do you live. She lived at my friend's house. I can do two things. I can say, is there a problem that you don't live in your own house? If I do that, what do I do if I do that? What happens if I do that? I go to interpret. I go to look for the problem. I don't. I escape and I ask her, wasn't it a big problem that you can sleep at the boys' house? Because in Holland it's not normal when you are her age. Not every family. Sometimes you can arrange that you sleep in the boys' house with the family in one room. And that's what I asked her. So don't go deep in the problem. Why don't you live at home? Because I will explain you later why, but not in the movie. Then she will go into the pain. Her mother died. I can tell you now. Her mother died freshly 2 months ago. So if I go there, it's okay. It's not a clip. You see what I mean? It's not a clip. Then it's a psychological. But this is a dream clip. I go to the dream. You will look in her eyes. She will change her eyes. She's living a shiny beginning. She lives in a small part of Holland, in the west on the islands. When the first time I saw her, she was wearing beautiful clothes, representative of facility and for kitchen and restaurants. That's for her education. And then we were sitting there, and her hair was like this, and I said to everybody in the group, what are your hobbies? And then she was waiting, and she said, you never guess my hobby. And I said, no, oh, maybe you are a top model, or singing, or sporting, I don't know, you never know this. And then I said, what is wrong? And she said, hardcore. So she said, I wear in the daytime, I'm a beautiful girl, but in the weekend I change. I go far away because it's the best music for hardcore, I don't know. part of what clips can show you. They have a very good self-reflection. Do you get the picture of where the eye clip go up? This is not really going deep because I don't give you that clip. I have many deep clips for the Dutch people. I can show you contextual examples. I give you an example because then I can tell you. It makes me always emotional because those clips really give you an inside view of what happens with a child if you give them space. There was a guy and he was very nervous. He had an Arabic background. He lives here since his life. His parents from Morocco, country. And I asked him, tell me something about your life. And he starts to smile in the camera. He says, my life is football, girls, and work. After 5 minutes, he started to talk about work. The girls were not so important anymore. Football was not so important anymore. We were focusing on work. And it was a big problem there because his intelligence is not enough for the work that he likes to reach. And in the interview, you see the total change of this guy being very honest because I'm not so happy only with the answer, but I'm a very difficult child in school. He said, I'm not, then to the next question, I go a little bit deeper and I say, do you have an idea why you are a difficult student? And students are very able, that is my surprise, are very able to re-articulate why they are a difficult child in education. They know. The thing is how to change. But they know. The guy in the film yesterday, remember the boy? He was aggressive and he said, I get aggressive. They know what's happening. They don't know where to stop. You have to help them. So please take students very serious. They are able to articulate in their own words what's really going on. And don't be the nurse. Don't be the doctor. Don't give medicine immediately. Give space for children to grow in their words and to grow in. The movie was over. He took the stick from my computer and said, can I show it to my parents? I said, come on. I said, why would you like to show it to your parents? I'm so proud. I told you for 15 minutes and I was not failing. And because I showed him after the clip, I always showed the clip to the students. Are you happy with it or not? If they don't, I take it away. If you're happy with it, please speak what you will do. easily and want to give to somebody else and share. I will give you in about 15 minutes, 10 minutes. We put 2 chairs in the middle. For those who are not afraid, for the audience, we will make 2 clips. The first one I will make with somebody volunteer from the group in English or Dutch, what you like. I'm going to make a very personal talent clip there for about 6 minutes with 2 cameras, mine and Brianna. So you have to be aware. I'm going to ask you really about your life. If you like that, you will see parts, the technique of questions. I can say it theoretically, but the most important thing is, in a problem way, keep distance. In searching for talents, in searching for words, for dreaming, continue. That is maybe the most important thing. Be there as a very passionate person. I want to hear your story. That's rule number 1. Second, I don't dig in problems. So if you see in the answer or in the behavior there is a problem, you have to participate quickly. If some problems coming up, avoid it and give it a switch. You will see it in practice when you cannot be prepared. Sometimes I make a mistake and I say stop. Somebody said I have a problem at home. My father is beating me. And I said stop. I don't want to take a whole new clip. This is not what a clip is about. Not about problems. Not about relationship problems. It's about dreaming, positive. What would you like to be in your life? What is really strong in what you do? So these are the main rules. Yeah.
Dus risico before you know you enter the problem.
It's a risk, and who am I? I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm a pedagogue officially, but I'm not a pedagogue in the setting of clip. I'm a pedagogue in the setting if there's a question I can't. But not, I'm not creating a session. I'm not a pedagogical analyst. I'm not somebody who takes therapy in a one-to-one session. I come if there's a problem as a pedagogist. But I don't create sessions where things come up. And this is a session where things come up. This is a movie where you create, like, come with your feelings. Come. So don't be lost. Who are you? It's more about emotional subjects. I'm not going to show you because I want to protect my students. You can imagine the atmosphere being together. They are nervous in the beginning, and after the first or second student, they go back to the class and they say, course, they're important for the hair. But at the end, most of them, not every, but most of them like
And you give it stick or
then we have the first we test the movie on the clip, on the computer. Sit down. What do you think? Most of them say now after 1 minute, it's nice. Say no, I want you to listen to the whole story because you say so many things about your life. Let's check if you want to share it with somebody else. Then I gave them the opportunity to take it, stick with them, or give it to the teacher, the mentor teacher. The mentor teacher is like in the big picture, person, yeah, that's right. That's really a good person to keep this material. I never had any students that posted the clip that he or she took home on YouTube. Nobody does that. Themselves. Some of them are proud. I give them the warning feature. Don't put it on YouTube because then people know so much about you, even when you are proud. So then they take it just home, put it on the computer, and keep it for themselves. It's a portfolio. But it's the same in public, same in school. We give the choice. There is a risk, there is a risk, of course, but up till now. And I spoke with some teachers in here, at school, special school, special education, and they said, no, no choice. Keep it here. Keep it here. Some schools can say it's a choice. It's also exactly, it's used in assessment, it's even used when you look for a job. Many people now make a small clip of themselves to introduce who you are, what your skills are. But that's, if you may say so, I think that's more for another purpose. Because then you make it really for third world or third person. This is more for your own world. This is who am I, where am I, and what do I want. It's not used to say to the world, this is me. This is not promotion for a job. It's not promotion for another teacher. It's just a reflection of yourself and be proud like, hey, I sit there, somebody takes 15 minutes for me, I can tell you more. And now, my last experience about our clip, and then we're going to make a clip ourselves. knowledge, you talk about your skills, you know what you do, and then you say, no, but I don't want that presentation because this was with you. They might think I'm very good in communication, and when I go to the job, I'm more shy. And I don't want to fall down. This was a very good articulation of the student from our textbook. He knows exactly what the important things are. In school you get power, but in work or after holiday, the big holiday for 6 weeks, many children fall back down. Because they go back to the parents, not the strength of the school, not the coach, or not the mentor, or not the advisor. And then the children go down. And he remembers that he knew that in this movie I was strong, but if I use it in my work, they will see me on a too high level, and this is not my average level. Is there knowledge of this guy? 17 years old? I think so. Social knowledge. He was protecting himself. Last thing that's a little bit more negative for teachers, I always ask, what do you do in the weekend? And one girl said, in the weekend, what text? Everybody knows what text, speaking about level. And I asked her, what do you do? She said, well, I work in Scheveningen, in Katwijk, and then I save in the summer, I save people that drown. And I said, what are your skills? She said, responsibility, working together, skills to swim, skills to help somebody that's drowning, anticipate in unknown situations. We were about 8 skills. I went to the teacher and said, do you know what she does in the weekend? No, she's a weak student. She's weak. She needs protection. I was laughing. She needs protection. She's unsure. She's shy. She's not so beautiful. So she has a big problem with not looking beautiful. She has not a strong self-confidence. But what she does in the weekend, I don't know. What do you think I said? Let's watch the movie. And many teachers were like, huh? But this is really the story in schools. That's a sad story. Another example, what do you do? I lowest level, what do you do in the beginning? I work in McDonald's. What do you do? Cleaning? No, I'm standing at the counter. What do you do in the evening at 12 o'clock? I close the cashier for 5,000 euros. Do you know what your student is doing? Skill 1. Responsibility of 5,000 euros to close the cashier at night. So we have to be aware that in school skills, some of our students are maybe not doing well, but streetwise, not book-wise, but streetwise, oh my God, what do so many students can do in music, in dancing? Remember what I said yesterday, crisis, no crisis? There was no crisis in that school. The teacher was in the crisis that he didn't look at the students and didn't know how to react what the talents are. The student is not in a crisis. The setting is in a crisis.
That's what we think about.
We have we try to establish a system for that called APL in English. Acknowledge prior learning.
Yeah.
AVC in Dutch.
Yeah.
And that's exactly about these competences or skills they have collected outside the learning process.
Exactly. The AVS, the skills that they have in advanced situation or context.
Some students they are doing the bookkeeping of a sports school, a sport club, or they do volunteer in the library, or they
Train young people on the football field, on the hockey field. We have, I met many girls from immigration families who are almost ruling the family when they are 16. They translate when their mother had the chance. You recognize it? Girls 20 years ago were translating the mother problems being pregnant as a small child of 12 years old with the doctor. That was practice here. She was running the social network and all the things that were necessary to get money from the doctor. She was doing the telephones. What about skills? Girls, they are not down, they are up. They are in the center position of many families. But in school, we don't apply to those skills. We don't ask them what we see.
sometimes these are exactly the same skills as they do need for the job. And if you can prove that you have those skills, then you can collect it to your portfolio, and that it is something you already have done, and that can even lead to different learning programs.
May I ask if we use portfolios in our educational systems?
Do you in your schools use portfolio to collect? Yeah? You do in Romania, in your schools. Somebody else in Turkey, maybe. Do they use portfolios when you keep the results or
was heel benieuwd wat we zouden doen.
Can I start here? You don't speak Dutch. You saw body language. You saw a story. What was it about, you think? Was there emotion?
You asked something about football.
You had some tip about football. Okay.
Yes, so she's interested and she's hopeless.
About his hobby, yes. Sorry? About his family, yes. About his children. Exactly. You saw the sign. Was you think Jan really involved in this? Was it an honest conversation?
He was
Honest?
he's relaxed.
He was relaxed? Yes.
But they
Not as lang relaxed. Hij zegt nu, je hebt zo goede vragen gesteld. Hij was onder indruk hoe je mij zin zegt.
Jawel, maar hij heeft niet gehoord.
Nee, maar hij kon van zijn uitstraling met zijn betrokkenheid kijken naar jou toe, kon volgen dat hij raakt werd.
Jan? Wat was het voor een gesprek voor jou? What kind of speech was it? What kind of dialogue did we have? For your feeling, can you express?
Goed gesprek.
Ja.
Okay.
Yes, right.
And what did you talk about? Can you explain in some summary?
About my whole story, my passion, my life.
How many minutes did we take for the movie? After
10 minuten.
15 minutes? You see? In 15 minutes we can create an environment where somebody that I don't know, you know, we spoke on the table, where somebody can express passion, you said, work in my life story. So I think it's possible for teachers, people with passion, people that are interested in children. As a teacher, you can ask the child not too close about her or his dreams, life, and life story. Now I go to the Dutch people. Did you see a moment that I could go into the problems, but I avoided the problem? Anybody has noticed that moment?
Yes, when he told you that his parents were ill.
Yes. In the middle of the story, he said, "My mother and father were very ill." You were 16, right, Jan?
Yes.
And that could that is so young when your parents die, and I kept away. Thank you for observation. I kept away to go further, and he started to talk about career and yes, and all the problems with not hours that you fix or not fix. So I changed the subject slowly. The cameraman and the soundman has also an observation. He said you could a little bit more smooth. After he said my parents were very ill, I put more smooth past that moment, and he said you did it too strict. Is that true? Thank you. This is nice. Thank you for your. This is really your inside group. In closure. Thank you. Other observations or remarks?
Well, not about this, because I think it was a good process. I still try to replace myself in a school situation, and you have such a discussion with the young student being, yeah, maybe with all kinds of bad stories, maybe even stories he never told before. Then you start that process, and suppose that the person is as open as Jan was in this moment. Then you open something, and can you close it again? What will happen?
Very good question. Very good question. Very good question. You have to have the sensibility that you feel I come in a direction that I cannot escape. If you feel, that's why I avoid problems. As soon as you feel somebody is opening his own box, subtle, okay? Go back and start a new subject about sport, about are you happy now, are you nervous now, are you in love? How many times I ask, are you in love after 5 minutes? I'm not afraid to ask, are you in love? With who? You can also ask the question, are you in love? You know, just jump, make a jump. What programs do you look at the evening? Where do I see you at 6 o'clock? What is your game? Who is your best friend? Those things. Keep those questions ready as soon as it becomes
even when it goes all well in the discussion, but there were some very confidential confessions almost, then that student goes home, is there things are still going around in his head.
Yeah, exactly.
And then,
It's a very good question. You are really talking about the responsibility of opening a little box and your boundaries as a teacher. I think for big picture learning, it is really maybe a tool for the advisor. It's not a tool for just the teacher. Because the advisor already knows, and you are the expert of big picture, already has that training done by BPL, knows about confidential boundaries. How far can I go, how not? What you told me last night, where is my role as a teacher and where does it stop? Pedagogically? Where am I a family member or really a teacher? Where am I a saver or where am I a stimulator? All those boundaries is very sensitive work. And I think a big picture learning teacher has to have those sensibilities. And then this can be a tool. I never give this tool to another. I never did this kind of tool meeting as I did now. I tell people I do pictures and interviews, but always I make. Not every teacher can do this. So you made a very good point there. You have to have somebody that knows the sensitive things of students, how far your boundaries are. And the last thing is, don't give after such kind of speech, such kind of interview. I would never, for young yes, please, older, but if this was a child, a student, I would never give him this thing. I would take responsibility to keep the conversation and say, let's come back tomorrow or next week. Let's look together at your movie. Do you like it? Did you go too far? Is it still okay for your portfolio? Would you say, no, this is too private, let's erase it and use it. Okay? Other critical, very sharp questions?
Well, I think you have you lost 2 minutes are I think very decisive for the success of big picture learning and for the role of the advisor. And I think it's very difficult to say something about competence, the process-driven of the advisor, and how, when are you a good advisor and when you are not a good advisor. Probably the student decides if it's good or bad or something in between. and you have also to reflect on your own, your own position. Am I the right teacher to talk with my students? Am I the right manager to talk with my teachers about these things? Because you don't always talk about teachers in their communication to students, but you also talk with managers in their communication to the teachers. And well, that's important.
As I can react to that, I'm a professional coach, and in my line of work, I make an emotional contact with other people, and it's extremely important that you feel that I can be trusted. So the environment and the relationship between both of you has to be safe. If there's no safety, then it cannot be done. So that's one of the first requirements if you do an interview like this. I think if you do it as an advisor or coach, then it should be the right person to do it. And if you go into a relation like this, into a conversation like this, then you have to find closure as well. So you cannot ask a lot of questions that are giving the child an uneasy feeling, and afterwards say, why? You cannot do that. So you have to find closure as well. You have to react on what is said, on camera or not. But afterwards you find closure. Then it's okay. And as you said, you cannot describe it. It's almost a feeling. It is a feeling. It's only a feeling. That's what the relationship is about. So if I talk to clients, I tend to be on the emotional level, not over here. This is where I make a connection. But this is my gut feeling. That's the only thing. As long as you are here, you're thinking about, I have to ask about that. I have to ask about their goals in life. I have to. No. Here, keep it to yourself. Then you make a relation that works every time, even with children, even with old people. That's a skill you have to learn. So coaching is really an occupation.
This is an example that you might use if you feel safe. I'm not in a position today to say this is a tool for the relation. It could be a tool, and it was also this if this could be a tool.
Yeah. And I would like to talk about this with the American farmers about it because they always say relation is important. It's the basis, basic for learning. But school and education is not about relation. It's about rigor. It's about learning the things you have to learn from society and from yourself. So, in big picture, relation and relevance are the drivers, are the vehicles to learn. And I think when you are a coach, you're working, yes, especially for the relation, because you know there is something to do. And here, with the big picture, relation is the work you do to get acquainted. So the students understand I need something for that guy. He knows me. He sees me, who I am, and he respects me.
Big picture learning has to think or talk whatever, and we see if we can do this. And if some of the members say, I would like to do it, and not in the big picture setting itself, it's also
Yeah.
what I'm here to
Yeah.
experience.
It's probably a tool.
It's a tool.
It can be a
It can be a tool. This is how it was meant.
And I think maybe it could be a tool in interviewing colleagues. When you're one advisor and another advisor, and you have trouble with the student, or there's something with the student, that you can make a clip of it.
He said Saturday, toen hij het hoorde, ik ga als eerste met mijn docent.
Yeah.
Okay, my student teacher, he was young because I was late. I was 20 in my class and 19, so it's late for secondary school. He was, I think, 33. He came from Leiden. His name is Van Leeuwen, and he emotioned me when I had a reunion 40 years later. I was in the car in Wassenaar because I had to go to school in Wassenaar because of, and I was in my car driving to the reunion, and I was nervous. I did not know why. Maybe seeing the girls or the boys, that I was nervous to meet him. And he said, how are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't pronounce nothing. It was not erroneous, so to say. Or maybe that was right. I don't know. Then I went home and I was kind of disappointed in myself. And I said, why didn't you explain to him why he was so spiritual to me? Because he was. And I wrote, as we call in Holland, an opstel, which is a survey for about 2 pages, which is an ode to my history teacher. And I sent it to him by email, but he didn't get it. It is 2 pages, and I promised that teach to translate it. I think it's my picture of big picture that you saw last time. It's 2 pages, and I think I express in those pages still, I give it to people, it's really a stamp of showing what a good teacher does in your life. And he was the person to have, let's say, 50 minutes lesson. He took about 40 minutes for the students, and the last minutes was exactly what the pastor said. And now quiet, and now history. So 40 minutes, fun, students, social life, 10 minutes history. Can you imagine those 10 minutes? It was so strong. And we were hungry, like, don't miss a word he said, don't miss this, don't miss that. Yeah. And he was a guy at the end, when he gave you the report back after the very difficult questions about the Second World War, he didn't do it this way. He said, you. Why the hell do you think the English occupied Holland? Stupid bloody Germans! But anyhow, how was your football match? 6 points. And you know it. Do you really think that fascism is only from the Second World War? No, fascism was there long before. But that I can imagine why, because you are such a strong basketball player. Go on, and you. That's the way he did it. And I said in that letter, and years later, 10 years later, he received it and wrote me a letter back. So I have a correspondence, and I will translate